Architect Abdul Malek is well versed in the art of designing different building typologies, and his ability to evoke positive psychological and sociological responses through his creative approach to light, space, building materials, and ventilation strategies is definitely one to talk about and pay attention to. So without further ado, please welcome Architect Abdul Malek.
Assalamualaikum and good morning. Okay, let me introduce myself. My name is Abdul Malik bin Hassan from the Malaysian Architects. Okay, this is a little brief about my practice. Okay, normally we hear about big company, medium company, small company, but for myself I consider is micro practice because normally I run with very minimum cost and also one or two person behind me along my what they call projects. Okay, I want to start about my childhood first. Okay, I have a wonderful childhood. I have a big family. I have a 16 sibling, and I enjoy so much on my childhood. And I received, I'm born in Kedah. I'm Kedahan. And every day I walk about 1.6 kilometers to my school. And my school is located in rubber estate. So basically we have no exposure to the outer world. And then this is my ambition. When teacher asks what nak jadi apa nanti, so this is my become a bus conductor. Because why? This is the most glamorous job at that time. Okay, you can stand on the door bus and the tickets and your fingers with the money, collect ticket from passengers. Okay. Okay, so after my SPM, it's time to further study, okay? And I accidentally picked architecture course, okay? Because when I opened the buku manual, the application, UPU, and just I suddenly picked the diploma in architecture. This mentioned about AP13 diploma in architecture. I don't know what the hell of architecture. I just submit. And then 4 weeks after that, I received the invitation for the interview and drawing test. Okay, the best thing about the drawing, because I never took, they call a art class, because I'm from science stream. So during the drawing test, okay, it took me 5 minutes. I'm clueless, because they put they call object in front, and you have to sketch with a monochrome, so decaying style. Okay, so I observed my friend next sits to me, so he hand drawn is awesome. So I just observed 10 minutes, and I start learn, and I start draw by myself. And Alhamdulillah, I passed on the exam and also the drawing test. And then after that, it started my unexpected journey. From kampong boy, and then I go doing architecture. So this is start my new adventure in architectural. Okay, my story is about mostly related to the trilogy movie. There's the Hobbits. Mr. Bilbo Baggins from Shire start journey to the to other places. Okay, this is adventure ahead. So I just follow the path, and I just continue my life, something like that. So I have no objection. I just follow the path is in front of me. Okay, so this is my new world. Kampong boy to college world and start my student life. And then I start new chapter. I got culture shock, but slowly catch up. After design and after concept and team clinic. This clinic, okay, concept and team is really opened my mind. What is the concept? What is the team? And they are interrelated. And my first semester, I got about 71 students in my class. And then, alhamdulillah, I graduate on time, only 18 of us. And I start with my CGPA about 2.01, so very weak. But I managed to grade, my CGPA about that time is 3.65. So I'm slowly climb up. Okay, after I graduate, so I applied as a TA, technical assistant, but in other words, is tolong architect. So I applied in Veritas Architect. So when I work for Veritas, I work next to David Hashim, about 1 year. After that, during the expansion of the Veritas, so they relocate me to another section. So in front of me is the architect Nafisah Radin. Behind me is architect Lilian Tay, architect Leong Yukui, and David Lim, and few others to mention. So, working with this great architect, so I just observe and learn as a TA. Okay, so every design they come up, I just help them prepare they call a presentation and observe and ask why this, why that, something like that. So from that, I try to build up my understanding on the design philosophy. Okay, and after 2.5 years, I have to stop work because I had to study. I have to further study. If not, I will forever become a TA. So I fly to Portsmouth, and after graduate about 2.5 years, and then I come back during the recession, 97, 98. So at that time, I joined UK design base. Is from late architect Christopher Simon Heine. So it's a multinational company. Okay, they are small, but I'm the only Malaysian working there. But the base in KL. So most of architects from Europe, some are from Mexico and Philippines, New Zealand. Okay, working with foreigner, you don't know them. I'm the only Malaysian. So once again, I start learn one by one from each of my colleagues. So mostly we work on the project in Melbourne. Okay, we do 800-acre golf course and also housing estate. And after that, normally my specialty at that company is mostly on the conceptual design. So every day is conceptual design on the huge scale. So I think I lack of the detailing, small thing, run the project. So and then talk to the Christopher, and then okay, you can go. At least it can improve yourself. It's okay. And then I start jump of another one office to another office to get what they call experience and more understanding. I'm still looking for the new design adventure and architecture to make myself different from others. Okay, and then about year 2003, I joined Archi Practice. Okay, I enjoy so much working there. Okay, it's about more than 10 years working there. From design architect or promote as a HOD, head of design department, and at the same time I become a project architect, and after that I become design director. So I did a lot of huge projects, big projects. I involved in various projects, size and nature. Sometimes we go for 10,000 units at one go for residential. So I have about, my team, I got about 12 designers. Average, we come up 2 design report per week is average. And then this is midlife crisis. Okay, it's happened after I admitted twice in the hospital because anxiety attack. At that time, okay, I tell myself, that's it. I have to choose my path. Do whatever I like. I don't want to be, everyday work until like night. So this is a time. This is a sign. Okay, so I go for satisfaction and still keep learning and go for new adventure. So what I did is I spend more time with friends. I do activities. I do a road trip off-grid from coverage. Go for teh tarik session, CSR. And then normally we exchange opinion with my friends and collaborate works and share common practice problem and also solution. Okay, it's one of the blessing of the good friend that you can afford to be stupid with them. So we enjoy. Okay, I go hiking, go waterfall. Okay. Okay, this is my first project. Okay. This Dashboard Hotel in Cyberjaya. So my first project is container. So I feel love in the container, these iconic steel boxes. Second project is a cafe, hipster cafe style. And then I choose project. I just do a small thing. I not go for the big projects. In something like this glass house cafe. Next one is the colorful is the mini resort, and the bottom one is the container hotel. So okay, this is the latest one. This is my collaboration with Architectural. I'm happy to collaborate with Architectural because they give me a free design. Do whatever you want. Okay, so this is Wisma Conde. This is a triplet tower. This is the first tower. Okay, the task is to try to introduce national identity. So I took songket fundamental, extract the they call bunga pucuk rebung, bunga pinang or something like that. Can't remember. So this is a songket. I take as a metaphor for screening. Okay, this simplified traditional songket, motif from bunga tanjung, pucuk rebung for screen device, to creating impact for internal and external. This is another view. This is a from level 40, topmost floor for phase 1. This is a shortest tower. We have another 2 tower is higher than this, about 50 story to more than 50 story. Okay, so we go for the Selidong Down Gallery. It is, all right. This is interesting story I want to share here is how concept and team tie up together in architecture. Okay, so this is about, okay, this is a location. It's basically a landed housing. Okay, the target, okay, the objective of this project is sales gallery. So is sales gallery, the target buyer is a second and younger generation for the local folk. It's from local Batangkali and also Uluyam. So mostly their children, the child, prefers stay close to their parents. Okay, so when you're looking at the target buyer, they are young generation. So most of them is exposed to the social media. So we choose industrial team for Instagram's lifestyle, recycle, sustainable issue as a chosen for design call for this marketing purpose. So looking back to the container, this iconic steel boxes its industrial proportion is perfectly proportioned on the sizes. Okay, and then each of these box has been travel multi-destination, travel to all 7 seas, paddle under the scorching sun, drenching in downpour, tremble in violent sea, storm or hurricane with uncounted consignment of payloads. After 12 years service, it's time to repurpose them. It's the honor, this honor to proclaim them as a legendary relics that travel around the world. Okay, so this characteristic carry the story. So for me, I want to respect this box. Okay, so what? Okay, sorry, I jumped this one. Okay, this I'm lucky to get a landscape architect. Is an award-winning architect. Is Seksan. Okay, so his interpretation is exactly what I like. Okay, we talk the same language. Okay, this is what we dreamed for this what they call sales gallery. Okay, and then move. Okay, on to shortcut because I have a lot of the slide after this. Okay, this is our overall master plan. Or this Selindung Daun is the land size about 2 acres. So the main building was set up in skew position toward to the main road to maximize exposure, where passerby could never miss them. Okay, all right. Okay, slanted position gives advantage in facade display while demonstrating the container wall characteristic and to aspect its iconic door at the end of the box. The architectural purpose was to create an independent primary structure to support the container. This strategy drives freedom for composition and allow the interplay with the volume in a linear fashion. The plot was to experiment with different positions of the container, providing transparency and lightness to the building and enriching visual dialogue between indoor and outdoor spaces. Double volume space for interior was designed as the main gallery, flanked by 3-sided container that accommodate office, VIP lounge, and elevated corridor to link all the spaces at this first floor. Meanwhile, on the ground level, it was designed more to public usage such as exhibition, concourse, lounge, cafe, discussion niche, children play room, reception cell, office and private lounge. Expensive spot kosher provided to welcome visitors to keep them protected from the element of nature. This opportunity to speak with the people who are intrigued by architecture. And then this is the overall one. This is another angle. Okay, the first is we create a winding road entrance to the site. Actually, this is to create multi-vista point enjoyment while we slowing down traffic into the development. So this is the main building. And then this is the beacon that I tell you later. This is a sunken plaza where you can hold the event later on. This is basically a floor plan. Main building, showroom. This is a show unit. This is a washroom. This is an annex building actually. And then this is a surround. The first floor, this is only this is a 40-footer grade B high cube. We combine them. It's about 3 boxes, 1 and 2 and 3. This is a meeting room. This is a project office. This is a lounge. And this is connect with the corridor. You see it. I'll tell you about this corridor later. Okay, this beacon tower rise from the ground to flank the site, encapsulate frontage with skeletal. Hold on. Steel structure defined as crown disappeared toward the blue sky boundary. A 40-footer tall container was stand on its end to stand upright. Painted in Ducati yellow to express its proclamation as a body envisions sculpture architectural landmark to everyone pass by this territory. This actually to announce this is my territory. This is architectural and sculptural. This is your chance to propose to your client and they buy the ideas. This is a photo surrounding, so I can't see from here. Okay, I move next. This container is to enhance the appreciation of these relic boxes. They are elevated to the first floor as a preeminence object with the box. Blemished outer wall emerged as an internal feature wall of the double volume voids inside. This is another view. At dusk, the box shines from within. Warm lights reveal in the rich texture of the timber strip on raw clay brick wall, van block in shadow line and creating a striking contrast to the external structure framing. A green heaven of the landscape with trees surrounding the building emphasize how the architecture intertwine contently with nature and ecology. Okay, another angle. This is a pathway and pocket garden as added flavor element to the environment. This is the interior. This double volume space was designed as a main gallery flanked by three-sided container that to accommodate offices, lounges, VIP lounge, with elevated corridor to link space to interconnected or the three boxes. Just to enhance the appreciation of these relic boxes. And then we put all the container on the first floor and make it floats. Okay, this is an elevated walkway. Okay, this elevated walkway that connected three of them. Okay, we serve two functions. Divide the glass wall, divided with a glass wall to grant visual connectivity between indoor and outdoor spaces. It translates to the internal walkway as a walking gallery, stage atrium audience in relation to the double volume space, while the external walkway serves as a linear balcony to hold outdoor activities. This pattern of elevated walkway create interplay between solid box and solid in transition for building depth, rhythm, shadow, and to promote vertical and horizontal visual communication. Okay, this is the annex building. It's designed for the washroom and prayer room. And this connected walkway from the main building. Okay, by using clay brick and van block as a main construction, it's allow, we control natural light penetration into the spaces with maximum cross ventilation. So the building was built to enhance the central green enclave, our open space, compile the same architectural language of the main building as industrial image and theme. This is some image of my drawing, my sketch. Okay, in conclusion, all chosen material from Beacon Tower, building and landscape are assembled in the same language in reflect integration of texture richness, contrast, color, ambient, glass, water in the reflection, pattern and form to stimulate human sense in celebrating outdoor experience. I move to the next project. Okay, this Go Down KL. Is very interesting on this project. This my collaboration with the Ling Hao Architect, Singapore-based. This I took as opportunity to learn from him because I admire his work. So this is they call it, how to deal. This project is how to deal the young man and the old man in urban philosophy. Okay, as you know, this is the Bukit Nanas. Okay, this is a Bukit Nanas. Okay, this is the old KL. This is the building. 20 years or 30 years ago is known as 11LA Disco. Okay, and then this tapered triangle site we proposed for the art gallery. So this I consider old man, young man, how they interact between them. Okay, this is the old building. This is a new building. Okay, on the ground, this is a ground floor. We just open concept. This we just built a lift, a small playroom, and also staircase. All is open. So you can walk from here, from the school, this St. John institution here. You can walk within the staircase and cross this building to this another side. The first floor is here, just open space, staircase and toilets, very simple planning. Same thing is here on the second floor. This is the intermediate floor. This is the small cantilever. This actually is a pot for the resident artists, and we give them is a small pocket garden here. On the top is all flat roof, so we turn to the urban farming for garden. So what I try to share, actually the shape of the floor is here, all in curved linear. Okay, this is the old man. This is a young man. Okay, this must be a gap between them, generation gap. So this is a void area, but void in visual, but full with the meaning. This is a section. Okay, the void is here. This is first floor. It's another image. So this is here. This transaction space between the old building and the new building. Another image. Okay, this is a very interesting view. This is what I mentioned just now. This is an open deck happen on the first floor. This is a transaction space. This invisible facade. This interact to the old building with a curved linear. The old building is normally with straight wall, but here for the young man, we interpret them as the young and vibrant. So turn them into the curved linear floor plans. Okay, another thing is perimeter drain. This we call longkang. Okay, this is a longkang. Normally we design a straightforward drain inside the building, but here we turn into the mini stream. You see here? This is the new building, this is the old building. So when you want to enter to the old building, you have to cross this mini bridge. You see what happened when raining? It becomes a mini stream. Okay. So this is another view from internal, from inside to outside. This is how we play with the material. Okay, this galvanized panel. It's bare concrete, so we try to try to arrange integration of material. Another angle. This water spout detailing. This rooftop garden. This is a random image. Okay, this is toilet. I'd like to share with you. Okay. This toilet, this is a location of this toilet. Okay, so from this toilet, we built a slanting facade. This is a slanting fin is here. At least this allow ventilation and lighting inside to the toilet without compromise the privacy. You see here? This reflects here on the tapered building. So this is another angle. This is, hold on, okay. This is a breathing fin on the, facing on the back. Another angle. Okay, this is Food Valley in Putrajaya. Now it's still under construction. This is the project is derived from the traditional 𝗗𝗔𝗧𝗨𝗠. Okay, when people ask you to design food court, so the first thing come to my mind. So, at least we introduce something about Malaysian for the food court. Okay, I cannot take a Thai as a metaphor. We know already the food court system, but we need something to make a story for our building. So they cannot take as a sambal belacan as our metaphor. So in this case, okay, we was inspired by the 𝗗𝗔𝗧𝗨𝗠. Okay, when you sit, you makan there, actually these are the traditional things. What we did is to take the fundamental of the 𝗗𝗗𝗧𝗨𝗠, the first axis, and then another one, and try to anyam the weaving, and overlap them, okay, to strengthen structure from the overlapping zone. And then we superimpose the design, and then we superimpose on the our plans is here. So this superimposed floor plan, okay, actually it automatically create double exposure for every unit of the kiosk. Okay. So in between of the overlapping, this is a core of the activities. This is a kiosk for the food court. And then we transfer to the roof system, the first layer and the second layer. This actually is happen on a different level. So with intention to create multi-courtyard for more pocket spaces, multi-layered roof to define multi-dining area, and also promoting multi-cross ventilation. And I think this, I want to share you with the, okay, I want to share the short video. Actually, this video is we combine, because this is a last minute preparation. I combine video A and video B. So, okay, let's enjoy this.
Every single day, I'm gonna make something great. That's my way. Every single day, I'm gonna make something great. That's my way.
Second video.
Every single day, I'm gonna make something great. That's my way. Every single day, I'm gonna make something great. That's my way.
So this is still under construction. So hopefully we'll complete by another few months. Okay, so I have another 2 minutes. Okay, this is my last slide. Okay, I would like to say thank you. With pantun, anak Cina pasang lukah. Lukah dipasang di Tanjung Jati. Di dalam hati tidak ku lupa sebagai rambut bersimpul mati. Thank you for everybody.